Hello and welcome to FanPark Live. I'm Terry Flewers. Arsenal have they left it late, but Arsenal have beaten Stoke City 3-0 in what in the end was a very convincing win. Aubameyang steps up, puts 2 goals into the back of the net, and we're asking the question, has Aubameyang effectively relegated Stoke with that devastating 3-0 defeat? Lacazette also pops up and gets himself a goal, hasn't scored in a while. We want to take your calls on that on 0203 606 0315. But before we do that, please download the One Football app. They're our title sponsors of this show. They make everything we do here possible. We know you all love the show. We know you all tune in on a regular basis. To help support us with that, please download it. What's in it for you? First of all, it's free of charge, but all your football news, statistics, league tables, and much, much more is all available. So go and check that out. And finally, before we jump and deep dive into this Arsenal game, the ultimate football fan that puts all of this together, UFF, we have our own application. All the information for that is in our description below. Please check it out. Get that downloaded. There's lots of great content in there, but there's also exclusive stuff that you can only get from UFF, Arsenal Fan TV, my channel, The Football Terrace. You can only get that via the app, so go check it out. But I want calls from Arsenal fans. I would love to hear from some Stoke City fans as well. How are you feeling? Relegation is getting more and more certain for your football club. That has to be daunting times after, what, a decade in the Premier League. Please give us a call on 0203 606 0315. And if by magic there's one already waiting, there always is with Arsenal. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
My name's Kieran. How you doing, Terry?
Yeah, I'm very good, Kieran. How about yourself, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Tell us your thoughts. I mean, Arsenal, poor in the first half, but to walk away with a 3-0 victory, they turned it on when they needed to. You impressed with that?
In ways, our creativity was better than what it's been in past matches, definitely. But 2 penalties is a Stoke mistake that we just managed to get lucky from in the box, converted both of them, and only one of them was from real open play, and that was the Aubameyang chance, the effectively volley into the bottom corner.
I get that, but the mistakes only happen because you're applying the pressure.
Yeah,
which I mean, Ozil running through. You know that if Ozil hadn't have beaten his men and wasn't going through on goal, I think it was Martin's Indy who gave the foul away potentially. He wouldn't have had to have made that tackle. The foul on Lacazette for the second penalty was just frustration at the fact that Arsenal had beaten them and Stoke were out the game and relegation is coming. So I understand your point, but from a positive viewpoint, with Arsenal, if Arsenal hadn't played the way they had done, I don't think Stoke would have and turned the screw. I don't think those penalties would have been conceded. When it comes to Aubameyang, we focus on him. I think that's what 5 goals in 6 Premier League appearances now for him. How impressed have you been with the man since he joined your club?
I'm very impressed. I think the start he kind of lost confidence coming to Arsenal, but that's expected. It's a change. It's a new club, and he lost confidence, and then he gained it back. I don't know what game it was, but I think it was after the Brighton game, or not that one, the game after Brighton. I'm not sure what it was. Gained his confidence back. Said in an interview he's got it, and we saw it today. The penalty, he went in, set himself up, and got the volley off. That's the second goal. 2 goals today. If he keeps going like that, I think he can sort of rescue us this season as much as he possibly can. Yeah,
is it also nice to see Lacazette get himself a goal from the penalty spot? Yes, but with the Europa League coming up, Aubameyang not being available, does that make it even more important that Lacazette's back firing? Because you will need a goal scorer if you're going to lift this Europa League trophy and get back into the Champions League.
I mean, it's huge that he's back. Without him, we were playing Welbeck up front. And as much as I like Welbeck as a player, he's not good enough to play up front on his own for us. And now Lacazette's back. We have a proven clinical goal scorer up front for us in the Europa League. And I think if we play with the creativity we had today in the Europa League, I think we got a decent chance of winning it this season.
No, I totally understand what you're saying. Thank you very, very much for your call, Kieran, mate. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers. There's a comment actually on here from Mr. Singh, not Mr. Singh, sorry, Love Stevie on Arsenal Fan TV, who says, he literally echoed my thoughts, hadn't said them as of yet. Class from Aubameyang giving Laka the penalty. And I think that's absolutely right. It shows great camaraderie, great, that team player attitude. It's a great sort of asset to have within the team. Someone that's not... You want a selfish striker who's going to score goals, but you want someone who cares about his teammates. I think Lacazette getting that goal will do wonders for his confidence. You could tell by his celebration there was an air of relief after putting that into the back of the net. And Arsenal fans are going to need Lacazette probably more between now and the end of the season than they are Aubameyang, because the only competition they're playing for is in the Europa League. So I want to hear from Arsenal fans on that as well. How nice, how touching, how good of a gesture was it from Aubameyang to basically sacrifice a hat-trick at home in the Premier League to enable his colleague to get back on the goal scoring front. I think it's tremendous from him myself. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hi, Terry. My name is Abdullah. I talked about Martial the other day.
Yes, hello, Abdullah. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well. Regarding the performance of today, really happy for the result. For the first 75 minutes, it felt like they were all asleep and they were waiting for the last, they were waiting for Stoke to score. But, you know, we were very fortunate that Stoke did and they didn't take their chances. I think, they just like Man United, I think they've just given up on the league. They don't really care about the league, just won the Europa League. It's fine with me, but winning the Europa League this season would be much harder than the United season. I hope you can agree. Overall, on the performances, I think Aubameyang showed, very great sportsmanship that he gave away his hat-trick for Lacazette, who just came back from injury, has been criticized a lot. Overall, really good result. Ozil could have had an assist, but Aubameyang missed that chance. Overall, really good result.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think the sportsmanship was absolutely brilliant. It was an interesting game in the opening sort of, as you say, 75 minutes before the goals started to go in. You could clearly see Arsenal were trying to win it, but there was that lack of cohesion. There was a lack of confidence. But scoring 3 goals in the way they did, I think will bode well. And as we alluded to at half-time on FanPark Live, that you're going into some very important Europa League games. For Arsenal to go and lift that trophy, they've got to get through this round, of course, and that they can't look beyond CSK Moscow. But if for Arsenal to go and lift the Europa League, it would actually give Arsene Wenger the most amazing platform to relinquish his power from. It would also give something back to the fans that have had, from an elite level team's point of view, a horrendous season. So this victory hopefully can be that stepping stone. But what I would implore to all Arsenal fans, I've been watching you all long enough, especially since doing this show, I watch every single Arsenal game. Let's not get carried away, because we have seen these. If we go back to Aubameyang's first game, the 5-1 victory over Everton, you thought, right, a corner is turned, and then things got progressively worse over a period of time. But look, I really do appreciate your call, Abdullah. It means a lot. Thank you very, very much, my friend.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Cheers, mate. I'm going to go to some of the comments that are coming through right now. Let's see what we're saying here. I'm going to read some that actually make a bit of sense. Ozzy Guna here on Arsenal Fan TV says, Arsenal played a lot better when Lacazette came on. We need to fit both Lacazette and Aubameyang into the starting 11 next season. And that's a Ozzy Guna. I don't disagree with you. You've got, and this is a Man United fan saying this, okay? Aubameyang, one of the best strikers in the world. Top class. When you signed Lacazette, I said the same thing in the summer. An absolutely tremendous star quality player. You now need to utilise both of them. I don't think it would be right that they're finishers, they're goal scorers. Sticking one of them out wide or playing as a wider man or slightly more withdrawn, I don't think is any good. We need to have these players. You need to have, these players as strikers. How you fit that in, I'd love you guys to call me and tell me how you fit them both into the team. That would be absolutely amazing if you could do that. A few more comments here. By the result, the win looks a lot better than it was. That's from a comment from I hope all... I'm not going to read your name out because it's quite rude. But I understand your point. We've got another call coming through. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hello?
Hello, mate.
My name...
is...
You want to know my name?
See you later, mate. Take care. You like a little troll every now and then, but they're really bad. I want a good troll. If you're going to troll me, be good. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
My name's Stephen.
Hello, Stephen. Who do you support, mate?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. What? Give us your overall assessment of your team's performance this afternoon.
Do you know what my overall assessment is? Look, we won a game with 2 penalties, so from open play, not great, because not being funny, we're facing a team in the bottom 3. You know what I mean? Stoke have been poor for a long time. We scored 2 penalties. We scored 1 goal from open play, but it's 2 penalties. Not good enough, in my opinion. But still, a win's a win, as you said. Like,
I mean,
it breeds
you know the penalties though. You win the penalties in open play.
Yeah, but
you won the penalties through being better than them.
But we have two world-class strikers, Aubameyang and Lacazette, and not in open play. I expect them to score goals in open play, not penalties. Yeah.
Aubameyang scored a goal in open play.
Yeah, he scored a goal in open play, but 1 out of 3. You know, one in 3 of our goals was scored in open play.
So, can I ask you a question then? Are you one of these football fans that doesn't count penalties to be complete goals?
Of course I do. Of course I do. But with Arsenal, too many times with Arsenal, it's 0-0 at half time. They don't do nothing in the first half. They go to the second half. Yeah, we scored 2 goals from the penalty spot. In open play, we are useless. We are useless in open play. That's my only gripe that I have. I'm happy with the win. Don't get me wrong. Winning breeds confidence. We've got the Europa League. As you said, it's all we've got to play for. But in open play, Arsenal do not score enough goals in open play. That's my only point.
Okay. Aubameyang obviously picking up his 5th goal in 6 Premier League games for Arsenal.
Yep.
How impressed have you been with him since he joined your club?
He's quality. He's quality. I'm really happy with him. Really happy. I'm happy with Lacazette as well. Arsenal fans give Lacazette stick, but it's Wenger who keeps him on a bench. He doesn't choose to be on a bench. Put him on. I would like to see 2 of them play up front together. I reckon we could challenge City, Chelsea, and any team if you have 2 of them playing up front together in a formation under a new manager, a better manager. This is one of the reasons why Wenger got to go, because he doesn't utilise what we have. We've got quality in our team, but Wenger's too dumb to see it.
So from your point of view, how would you fit them both into what formation and system would you play to get the best out of both Aubameyang and Lacazette as strikers?
It's old school, it's boring, but I do 4-4-2. That's what I do.
So who do you sacrifice in midfield then? Because that means Ozil's got to be dropped because he's not a central midfielder. That means no more Ozil.
Yeah, do you know, I wouldn't mind that. He's on 350 bags a week and he's still useless. So drop him. I don't care.
Well, that was going to be my next point. You mentioned about scoring goals in open play. If you do enough research, like I'm sure you have, into Lacazette and Aubameyang, the majority of their goals are strikers' goals, one-on-ones, tap-ins, like Aubameyang's goal in open play. You're only ever going to score those if your creative players, Mkhitaryan, Ozil, etc., are going to put the ball in the back of the net. And the only thing I would say about the 4-4-2, I get your point, you want it, but Mkhitaryan being brought in, Ozil being the joint highest paid player in the Premier League, I very much doubt, under Wenger especially, that they're going to be dropped. So,
well, this is the problem. This is the Wenger. That's the problem. So there we go. He's got to go, man. I want this guy out of my club. Do you know how long I've wanted Wenger out? Since 2011. That's 7 years ago, and he's still here. So that's the problem. Arsene Wenger changes nothing. Tactics are poor. You've got a sign at the back saying Wenger signs a new 2-year deal. Why have you got that there? Seriously, you put that there. Was it you? I know you're a Man United fan. Is that you having a laugh or something?
No, I'm a Man United fan.
I know you are. But did you put that sign at the back?
Oh, that sign. It's April Fool's, bruv.
I know it is.
Yeah, I didn't actually do it. The producer Jay did it. He's actually a Chelsea fan, but mate, look, I really do appreciate your call. Good viewpoints as well. And you come back to the challenge. You answered the challenge that I gave you without getting angry, and that's someone who knows their stuff. Thank you very much, mate.
No problem.
Top man.
The rest of your Easter.
Cheers, mate. You too, bruv. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
That's a proper phone call. I will challenge you when I don't agree with your points. Have some substance. If you've actually thought about your viewpoint and it's not just waffle, you'll be able to answer it. He's willing to drop Ozil to play 4-4-2 to get the best out of Lacazette and Aubameyang. You may disagree, but come on and explain to us why. Because without the why, the what's almost irrelevant. Saying what you'd like to happen and not being able to explain how you would do it and why you would do it means you have no point and zero grounds to debate anybody. Fantastic call. One of the best I've had since doing FanPark Live. Absolutely loved it. We've got any more calls? Wilson. By the way, hello Wilson. You're watching Arsenal Fan TV. It's nice to see you on another channel. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Rodney.
Rodney?
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm good, Rodney. Good. I'm good. Who do you support?
Arsenal.
Okay, good stuff. We had our last caller on, not happy with the fact that you're happy that you won, but was disappointed that it took 2 penalties to kind of secure the victory today. Not happy with the creativity within the team, and he would switch your squad and team to a 4-4-2 to move you forward. Do you agree with that viewpoint?
Somewhat a little bit, but I believe we just had an international break.
Yep.
Players have just come from all over the world, so obviously the chemistry's gone a little bit, right?
No, I understand that completely. So what were your viewpoints on today's game?
Slow to come out, slow start. I guess the players obviously is still in the back of their minds that the season hasn't been good, so they didn't want to lose the game in the first 45, I believe.
Yep.
As they've done recently. So they're slowly, getting out slowly, and then they came to life once substitutions came on as well, right? But, we would like to see better football right from the beginning.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And a few callers have said it. A number of people in the comments across the multiple channels that we stream on have alluded to the point of trying to get Aubameyang and Lacazette integrated as strikers into the same team. Firstly, do you think Wenger's going to do that? And secondly, how would you go about getting that done if you think it's indeed the right decision to make?
So I think in home games against smaller teams, he will do that. But let's say Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea are visiting. I don't see it happening. It will probably be the 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. But how can you do that to accommodate them in there? Ramsey has to be in there because he's very mobile. Then you have to pick another central midfielder to support Ramsey. And then you have Mkhitaryan and Ozil, I guess. And then you got the 2 front strikers up front.
I understand that. I mean, a 3-5-2 could work.
It does work, but I don't think you take away from Bellerin. Bellerin is a terrible right-wing back. He's a good right back, but he's a terrible right-wing back.
He's going to go anyway, isn't he, though? He's pretty much going to leave anyway, that guy. Well, Arsenal fans don't seem to want him anymore. But no, I get your viewpoint. I think more players would be needed to make that type of system work. They really would. But Rodney, really do appreciate your call, and say hello to Del Boy for us.
All right,
really bad joke, but I just thought I'd say it. We're going to have a call straight away. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. Who do you support, mate?
I'm a Gooner.
You're a Gooner. Give us your viewpoints on your team's 3-0 victory today.
I think we played really well today. First half was a bit shaky, but, came back and got a win, which is always good. 3 points.
What's your viewpoint on a few of the callers have been quite despondent and a bit disappointed that it took 2 penalties to secure the victory? Where do you stand on penalties helping you to win games? Do you think they're deserved, or do they show a lack of ability of scoring from open play?
Well, the first penalty was a bit dodgy, but at the same time, it was kind of come in as well. You could feel when Lacazette came on, it really did change the game a lot. I think that was the key point of it. I don't really mind penalties if they change the game. If it's an actual penalty. If it's not a penalty, then I would be a bit concerned.
Sorry, what's whistling in the background?
It's my parrot, sorry.
Oh, is it an African grey?
Yeah.
It sounds. My dad's got one. It sounded the same. I thought I'd ask. Yeah, they're funny. They're great. Again, a lot of people have been speaking about Aubameyang and Lacazette as well. Do you think it's plausible that Wenger or a new manager can find a system at Arsenal that could accommodate them both as strikers?
Yeah, definitely. Aubameyang, he started off in his early days of his career on the wide, so there's no problem with him playing wide. And it shows today that we could play with both of them, and they played quite well together.
Yeah.
They played quite well, playing off each other, and I thought they were a great combination. I would want to see them again, because to me, it starts to bring back days of when Thierry Henry and Bergkamp used to play together. They used to play well off each other. There's always that there. But I do feel we do miss Giroud. I know that's a talking point as it was, but I feel like we do miss him. Because in this type of game especially, he bullies defenders. He gets in the way of people, and we actually play wide balls, and we cross the ball in. Whereas we don't do that anymore. With him gone, we just don't have that second option.
Yeah, no, look, it's your viewpoint, your opinion, and I think a focal point striker is sometimes needed in certain games. Having those different options, the plan Bs, plan Cs, as people would refer to them nowadays. Mate, I think you're totally right. Thank you very much for your call. We really appreciate it here at FanPark.
No worries.
Thank you.
Right, see ya.
Cheers. We're actually going to have a little chat now. We're going to go look at the One Football app. There is a comment I wanted to read here. This is from Sandy, who says, Wilshere is unfortunately a Stoke-level player. He's not Arsenal material, and no amount of passion can make up for that fact. I would love for you to come on the show and go into further detail as to why you think Jack Wilshere is not good enough. I'd love you to come and back that up. I'm saying this as a non-Arsenal supporter. I think that is a ludicrous statement to make, that he's a Stoke level. You're saying he's at the same level as Alan or Charlie Adams? Come on. Come on. That's just hate. Are you a Spurs fan? Are you an unhappy Chelsea fan? I don't know what you are, but you can't be a gooner and think that. No way, shape or form. We're going to look at the One Football app now, though, and delve into some of the statistical breakdown of that game. Aubameyang voted as man of the match. See how many votes he ended up getting? Just there, 443 votes he ended up getting. Ozil second. I suppose, you know what, he won the penalty. He played a really good ball through to Ozil as well earlier on in the first half. So maybe he does deserve to come second. Well, because the votes, yeah, because the votes for Arsenal used to be in the thousands. Maybe that's a lot of Arsenal fans turning off. Wenger's got to sort this out. He's damaging my app. Right, let's have a look at this. Even more possession in that second half for Arsenal. They went from 68 to 69.6%. Absolutely dominated proceedings. However, they did nearly go 1-0 down. Shaqiri almost scoring from a corner, if I'm not mistaken. But when you look at the attack of the game, the attacking breakdown, 3 goals, 24 attempts from Arsenal to just 8 from Stoke, 11 on target, and that's a massive improvement for Arsenal. Their shots on target in the first half was 14%. They managed to rise that to 45% in the second, and that's the difference. If you're going to have these chances, you're going to create these opportunities, if you're not testing goalkeepers, you're not going to score, because if they're not on target, doesn't matter if the goal is good or not, you ain't scoring. So much more improved from Arsenal in that regards. But as you say, Stoke didn't really create the opportunities, and you look at them, and we asked this question earlier on, are they going to get relegated? Well, let's go and have a look at the little league table here. Have Arsenal relegated them? Arsenal put themselves now 5 points behind Chelsea. Chelsea do have a game in hand. I mean, there's just no way. 10 points off of the top 4. Even if Chelsea win today and Spurs lose, Arsenal are not going to draw 10 in 7 games. Are they going to really draw 10 points back? Can't see it happening. Top 4 is done. But we look at the bottom now. Stoke City, 32 games played, 27 points. That leaves them 3 points clear of, away from safety behind Crystal Palace, 4 points behind Huddersfield. Now, doesn't secure relegation, no way, shape or form. And they're away at Arsenal. So maybe they wrote these points off already. The problem is, there was nothing. No passion, no fight, no real creative spark or energy from this Stoke City side today. And I'd love to speak to a Stoke fan or two. How are you feeling? You know, Mark Hughes stayed at the club too long. Lambert comes in. Was he really the right man for the job? Is he what? You know, should you have bought? I don't know. I look at Stoke and just think, I thought you were a solid Premier League outfit, and it's gone absolutely wrong. And I can't see you getting out of it. I really can't see you getting out of this race. But give us a call on 0203 606 0315 and give us your views and opinions on that. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name? Hello? Hello, mate. What's your name?
Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. Who do you support, mate?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Good. Give us your synopsis and conclusion on your performance today.
Well, I think it was a well-deserved win. Although there were sloppy moments in the game where, we didn't use our chances properly. But when Lacazette came on, I feel like everything went much better.
So what changed when he came on? Was the shape different? Was the movement different? What actually changed on a tactical basis when Lacazette came on that gave Arsenal that improvement that you're speaking about? Oh, he went. He didn't want to answer that one. It's not a problem. Look, I saw a difference, and I think all it comes down to, I don't think there's any real tactical change. When you bring on and you have two strikers that are able to pull defenders in different directions, you create more space in the middle. That extra space in the middle enables the likes of Mkhitaryan and Ozil to have more space and time on the ball, which enables them to create more. I mean, it's simple. It's simple to break down, not very, very difficult at all. I'm going to go to some comments coming through here on the live streams. Remember, 10 minutes until kickoff in the Chelsea versus, who are they playing? Spurs. I didn't mean that. No disrespect meant to Spurs fans. I just forgot for a wee second who they're playing. But there we go. What camera am I looking at? I'm confused. So I'm back here. Cool. Yeah, I lost it. I completely lost it. Now, no, I'm going to do some of your comments here. Spurs to beat Chelsea. What are the odds on the app? Let's have a little look. Let's get the One Football app again. Then we'll go back to the and then we'll go back to this is normal. The odds. Odds on here. Let's see. Who do you think's going to win? I'm going to go with a Chelsea home win. There you go. And that shows you your odds. They're up on the screen. You can read them there via the One Football app. I'll just leave them up there for you guys to read for a little moment. There we go. Fair call. Very. Ryan Moss says very good call. Yeah, well, I don't know what the guy was calling about and speaking about. I'm going to go to some of the comments here on Arsenal Fan TV. That guy that made the Wilshere comment, I don't know if he's come back or not yet. I'd love for him to have done that. Terry is Ty Wire best friend. Am I Ty's best friend? No. No, I'm not. There we go. Only 56% of the voters, though, actually think that Chelsea are going to win that game. That's an interesting one. You know what? If you're one of those 56%, put your money where your mouth is. But 36% think that Spurs are going to go and get that victory today. That will be an interesting one. I'm going to do some of these things. Oh, I'm going to do this call first, and then I will do some more comments from YouTube. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name? Hello? Hello? They've gone. So I'm going to go to YouTube. Oh, no, here we go. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
It's Craig.
Hello, Craig. How are you?
Not too bad. I was just listening. When I'm hearing people are kind of like trying to find a solution to how to play Aubameyang and Lacazette in the same team.
Yep.
I think if Arsenal, I'm not an Arsenal fan personally, but just from an outside point of view,
yep.
If they play a diamond in the midfield, then you've got Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette, then the likes of Xhaka or Nene sitting deep.
Do you think this Arsenal defence is strong enough to have just one midfield player shielding them, though? Do you think that's... And I get your point. You're trying to come up with ideas. I suppose there's always going to be a wink or a chink in any armour. That would be my only concern with that formation. But it would get the best out of Ozil, Lacazette and Aubameyang.
Well, you could play the likes of Mkhitaryan and Wilshere in the diamond as well. But I feel like if you look at Juve the last couple of years, and even, well, I wouldn't like to say Real Madrid, but they've played a diamond and been quite successful defensively.
Yes.
I think keeping that diamond protects more of your back four than just leaving one player there. And in that sense, you have Mkhitaryan, Xhaka or Ramsey or whoever could do that job rather than just the one.
And do you think that Aubameyang and Lacazette could play together, though? Or is there... I have been reading some of the comments here across the numerous YouTube channels that we're on.
Yeah.
Do you feel that they're too similar a player to start games together? Or is there big differences that mean that they could be quite compatible?
Well, this is the thing as well. If you play a diamond, then that leaves the wings open for players like that to make a run into. And then players like Mkhitaryan or Ozil to find them and play them through on the wing. So it gives them more freedom rather than just playing straight down the middle with Welbeck on the side or Iwobi.
Yeah, it might be down. It might be up for, Arsenal might have to actually go out and buy some natural wide men to come in and make that system work. But I think the one thing Arsenal lack at the moment is who are they building a team around? So when you look at other...
I don't think we've particularly got a player to build a team around. It's more getting the best out of the team.
Yeah, exactly. So could they change their approach over the next few transfer windows and say, right, our job is to build a team and a system that gets the best out of two of the very best finishers in world football. We can build a system that means these two are going to get ample chances in every game to kill teams off. They need to build a system that's constructed and they don't concede too many goals. But they're going to have, as you say, if they play a diamond, you're going to have to bring in natural wide men that can beat individuals that can cross balls.
I'm not saying wide midfielders. I feel if you play with 4 central midfielders, so you've got Ozil at the tip of that with Xhaka holding, Mkhitaryan kind of on the right side but inside.
Okay, so you're thinking more of a narrow diamond rather than a wide one. Okay, yeah. I understand what you're saying there. Then you're going to have to rely on the fullbacks massively in terms of providing that width, but then they have protection in the centre because I think the option's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's the way you'll get the best out of the players in a system rather than putting Ozil on wide and playing a 4-4-2 that way. If you just put them all in the middle, and I wouldn't necessarily say you want Bellerin running up and down that line. But
yeah. We got a comment here from Dylan on Arsenal Fan TV that says they can easily play together. It will take time, but whoever you pass the ball to, either of them, it's basically a goal. And I think there's an element of truth in that. Maybe not every single time. No one converts every opportunity. But Arsenal need to build a system that's creating an abundance of opportunities per game for these two because they are natural-born finishers, no doubt about that. Yeah,
I agree with that. But it's like their whole midfield, but they all want to come inside anyway. The likes of Mkhitaryan, Iwobi likes to run inside. So I think if they just naturally play a diamond with somebody sitting at the base behind either Ozil, Mkhitaryan, Wilshere, and then you have Aubameyang and Lacazette making runs down the flanks, or vice versa.
I understand that completely. Mate, really do appreciate your call. Thank you very, very much indeed. Okay, thank you. No Cheers. Thank you.
That's it.
Going to go to a comment that's coming through here, actually. This is from Noel, who says, I find it funny that fans say we can't boycott the stadium because other people will just buy the tickets. Yet you saw lots of empty seats today. And I think I get what you're saying. I think what they're talking about is if people don't renew their season tickets, other people may buy them. But there is definitely a way of boycotting. There is definitely a way of not turning up. You can definitely affect match day revenue at the football club, Noel. I think you're absolutely right there. Peter Clement says, Terry, you're looking sexy. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it. That has brightened up my day somewhat. Thank you. This is from Arsenal Not Arson, who says, Obama can play left wing and make runs inside, pairing with Lacazette, with Kalashnikov. Do you write Kalashnikov? It means Kalash. Yeah, I'm sorry, you've written his name wrong, so I just put it filling in the space in a 4-3-3. Maybe. Kalashnikov. Is that how you pronounce it? Kalashnikov? Kalasinac. Do you know what it is? I've read it as Kalashnikov, and then I couldn't get out. I was thinking about the gun. For a second there. Kalashnikov. As soon as I read his name, wrote. I've actually forgot how to speak. It's gone. Oh, the phone stopped ringing. There we go. But yes, your point makes sense. I believe the manager who succeeds Wenger should have a say in Arsenal's near future. Well, it depends. Mr. Mackenzie, who wrote that, I think it depends on when he's coming in. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
My name is T-Rex. How are you doing today?
Your name's T-Rex.
Yes, it is. I'm calling from the northern parts of Pakistan, the mountain areas. I just watched the game. I enjoyed it. I loved it. But only the last 30 minutes of it, most probably.
Yeah. Well, sorry, let's go back a bit. Why are you like T-Rex, like the dinosaur?
Yes, because I used to be really big. So people used to call me T-Rex because of it. My real name is Tanvir, so T is for that, and the Rex is for the dinosaur because I used to be big.
Cool. Are your arms normal size?
No. I've lost a lot of weight now. I mean, I'm in kilos is now. I'm like 80 kilograms. It's just a nickname.
Okay, cool. Oh, I thought it might have been because you were big and had like small arms or something. I don't know. Or maybe you like
No. It was just because I was overweight, way too overweight.
Oh, mate, I'm glad you have lost the weight. I'm glad you're healthy now. Anyway, let's talk Arsenal. How impressed? You said like the last 30 minutes you were impressed with. Which players stood out for you today in the Arsenal setup?
I'm sorry, there was a lag. Can you repeat the question, please?
What players stood out for you today in the Arsenal team that really impressed you?
I think for me, when Lacazette came on, he totally changed the game. The way he played as a number 9, and it gave space to Aubameyang, was the difference that they needed. They should have had earlier in the game. Before, it was just boring. I thought I was going to fall asleep. But it was a positive change. At least we got the 3 goals. I understand about the penalty and everything, but a goal is a goal, a chance is a chance. And that's how it is. That's how football. Sometimes it goes our way, sometimes it goes the other way.
No, I totally agree with that. I always get frustrated when people like say, oh, yeah, so-and-so scored 50 goals this year, but 10 of them were penalties. It's like, yeah, he scored them. They are goals. They count. You know, you have to win the penalties, then you have to finish the penalties. Absolutely, I totally agree with you. I really, really do. Anything else on your mind regarding Arsenal today, T-Rex?
I think looking at what we have and the discussion you were having earlier, we need a strong midfield guy, and we need to let go of a lot of dead wood that we have currently. I know they've been good for us, but it's time to move on. It's time for a change, likes of Welbeck, Akpom, maybe Koscielny. We need fresh blood, people that understand the Arsenal mythology, if you like. We need some fresh air. I mean, I'm not even going to discuss the manager. I don't think that discussion is too big for anything.
No, I totally understand what you're saying, mate. Thank you very, very much for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah, take care. Love that guy. We love that guy. We're going to also take a look at Discord now. We haven't used this in a little while because the last time we put it up, somebody decided to post a picture of a part of their anatomy, which I thought was quite funny, but it's not allowed on YouTube. So we're up on there now. Let me show you a little bit of this here. So I'm in the Arsenal Hangout. Is that the best one to be in, Jay? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go in the Arsenal Hangout here. So look at all this. You've got all the Arsenal fans chatting in here. I've got loads of these things on here. We've got FanPark. Where's FanPark Live? I'm going to try and find this. Oh, Match Day. There it is. FanPark Live Match Day. This is our one here. I'm going to say a little hello now. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? If you don't understand that, you need to listen to a little bit of Lionel Richie. Amazing. Amazing music. His early stuff, maybe not the last few years. It's been a bit. But is it me you're looking for? There we go. There's my little post. That's me, Terry Fleurs. That's my name. You see where I'm at. What people saying, boys, won a solid $500 on an EPL multi today. That is what Chichariga is done. Well done for winning $500, baby. That is some good betting. If you have a little bit of a flutter. Remember when DT's number went up on the screen? Yeah, I do. No, it's funny. We can laugh about it now. We couldn't at the time. There it is. But yeah, check out Discord. Get it downloaded. Get yourself into the different groups, the different hangouts and different bits and pieces. There's an Arsenal Fan TV one here. Lots of things here. Loads of things posted. You see Arsenal Fan TV are posting in here all the time. So make sure you get that downloaded and looked at as well. But listen, thank you all as ever for tuning in to FanPark Live. We are back at half-time and full-time between Chelsea and Tottenham. So if you are watching on, for instance, say Arsenal Fan TV, we won't be live streaming there, but you can come and check us out on the Ultimate Football Fan YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to that. My channel, The Football Terrace, 100% Chelsea, and We Are Tottenham TV, amongst others. So you can still come and check us out. It'd be nice for you to come back and see us. Give us your views and opinions on that game. Have a little bit of a banter. Maybe give us a call as well. Download the OneFootball app for us. All that information is in the description below. And check out the Ultimate Football Fan application as well. It is simply amazing. You see a bit of Robbie, a bit of me, DT, Troops, guys from Neek Sports, Football Banter, Flex, and Mark Goldbridge from the United Stand, 100% Chelsea, and many, 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 many more. So go check that out. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all again very, very soon.